Hello and welcome once again to Red Gaming Tech. Today is the 11th of July, my name is Marta, and I'm bringing you once again your daily dose of the latest gaming news. Today I have some news for you concerning the PS4, as a Sony developer is making claims that the new console will in fact do away with the lengthy pre-installation process that has been a thorn in the side of every PS3 gamer over the past 7 years. And a ton of PS3 games and a fair few Xbox 360 ones as well require users to pre-install several gigabytes of data before being able to actually play the game. A process which can take a while, especially on some slower connections. It's gone up to and beyond 20 minutes. And according to official PlayStation Magazine UK, Sony's Neil Brown told Develop attendees today that the same tech that allows the PS4 to play a game as it's downloading from the internet will also allow the PS4 to play a game while it's being installed from the disc. And I have a direct quote here. A similar system also works on Blu-ray. Chunks are automatically copied to the hard drive in the background. This means that after the first few minutes, your game can rely on having faster read speeds from the hard drive. And they've said that it provides a better experience for players because it will be a completely background process. And he did add that they don't have to wait for anything to install before playing the game. The game will launch, as soon as the disc has been put in the drive. It seems like this is pretty much 100% confirmed, and I'm very happy to hear it. The long install and download times for the PS3 before being able to play the game was a bit of an annoyance, to say the least, and was kind of one of the downsides to the console. Of course, there were a few Xbox 360 games that required this as well, naturally speaking, but there were less of them, at least it seemed that way to me. Perhaps that's just my perception, I don't really know. I did go Xbox 360 this gen, but if I'm completely honest, that was entirely down to price. If it had been my choice and if my wallet had allowed it at the time, I would have gone for the PS3, but unfortunately the life of a poor student is the one where they have to make certain sacrifices. So I did go that way this gen, but the PS3, I have, of course, played quite a bit of it. Me and Crimson Rain have been playing through The Last of Us recently, and that's a game with rather long loading times, to say the least. And, of course, it's kind of notorious that the PS3 has had several games, most of which require a rather lengthy install process, and then, of course, the infamous Metal Gear Solid smoking scene where you were waiting for it to download, just sitting there watching Snake smoke his way through probably about 4 packs worth of cigarettes. So I'm pretty happy to hear that the PS4 will, in theory, be doing away with all of that process. It's, I think we all miss the days of, say, the cartridge era or the PS1/PS2 era, where, when you bought a game, you just got home, you put it in the disc tray, it loaded up, and that was it. No install, no anything, you just picked up and played. And that was one of the reasons to go console over PC back in the day, because, well, obviously PC, you have to install, you have to download, blah, 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 blah. And that was the console advantage over that. But of course, that advantage, well, it hasn't exactly disappeared. It's definitely grown smaller because obviously not every single game ever requires a pre-install. I'm aware of that, don't worry guys. But obviously when you have to wait, say, 20 minutes before you can even play the game, well, it starts to be about the same as PC in terms of the install times. So definitely very, very good news indeed. Very happy to hear this. And the tech to actually play while it's downloading is really nice as well. Although I do wonder if this will mean any stuttering or anything like that if you do decide to play while it's downloading or play while it's installing or anything like that. I do wonder if it'll actually affect the gameplay in any way. I'd be curious to actually see. It's hard to say. It depends how fast you're downloading and / installing, I suppose. With the install, there's probably going to be less because obviously the game's playing as you're installing, and there's probably the intro sequence, etc., etc. So you'll probably be fine. But with the download, it's curious actually. I do wonder what effect, if any, it will have on gameplay. For all I know, it'd be completely indistinguishable from just picking up and playing once it's already downloaded. Be good to see though, of course. Here at RGT we will be looking at the PS4 when it finally comes out, fingers crossed in November. Obviously I don't think that's been officially confirmed yet, but still, and we were looking at the launch titles as well, of course, and we're doing the Xbox One as well. Anyway, that's me done for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.